The requirements for fire-stopping penetrations in fire-rated walls are specified in the International Building Code, that is IBC, and NFPA 101 Life Safety Code. For a 6-inch Schedule 40 conduit penetrating a 2-hour firewall, the annular space around the conduit must be fire-stopped using a listed fire-stop system. Caulking compound alone is not a listed fire-stop system and is not sufficient to seal the annular space. It will char and melt away during a fire, leaving the penetration unsealed. A listed fire-stop system is a combination of products and techniques that have been tested and proven to maintain the fire resistance rating of the wall. These systems typically include, firstly, Firestop sealant or mortar, secondly, Firestop collar, and thirdly, backer rod. The steel sleeve is not considered a Firestop system. It is simply a sleeve that provides a larger opening for the conduit to pass through the wall. It does not provide any fire protection. To properly fire-stop the conduit penetration, you will need to use a listed fire-stop system. The following steps are recommended. Firstly, clean the annular space around the conduit. Secondly, apply a continuous speed of fire-stop sealant or mortar around the conduit. Thirdly, insert a fire-stop collar over the sealant. Fourthly, pack backer rod into the annular space between the conduit and the sleeve. Fifthly, apply additional fire-stop sealant or mortar to fill the voids and secure the collar. And sixthly, allow the fire-stop system to cure according to the manufacturer's instructions. In conclusion, the annular space around the conduit in a 2-hour firewall must be sealed with a listed fire-stop system, not just caulking compound. The steel sleeve is not a fire-stop system and does not provide adequate protection. Firestopping is a critical aspect of building safety, particularly in structures designed to compartmentalize fire and limit its spread. When electrical conduits, such as the 6-inch Schedule 40 mentioned, penetrate fire-rated walls, it's essential to maintain the integrity of the fire barrier. The International Building Code and NFPA 101 Life Safety Code provide detailed guidelines on how to achieve this. The primary concern is the annular space, which is the gap between the outer surface of the conduit and the inner surface of the wall penetration. This space provides a pathway for fire and smoke to spread rapidly from one compartment to another. Therefore, simply filling the gap with a generic material like caulking compound is not sufficient. Caulking compounds are not designed to withstand the extreme temperatures encountered in a fire. They typically char, melt, and ultimately fail, leaving the penetration unsealed. A listed fire-stop system, on the other hand, is specifically engineered to maintain the fire resistance rating of the wall. These systems undergo rigorous testing to ensure they can effectively block the passage of flames, smoke, and hot gases for a specified period, such as 2 hours in the case of a 2-hour firewall. These fire-stop systems usually consist of a combination of materials, each serving a specific purpose. Firestop sealant or mortar is a critical component. These materials are intumescent, meaning they expand when exposed to heat, effectively sealing the penetration and preventing the passage of fire. They also resist melting or degradation at high temperatures. A firestop collar is another common element. This is a metal or composite collar that is installed around the conduit at the point of penetration. It provides additional support and protection to the firestop sealant, helping to maintain its integrity during a fire. Backer rod is a compressible, non-absorbent material that is inserted into the annular space before the firestop sealant is applied. It serves several purposes. Firstly, it provides a backing for the sealant, ensuring that it is properly applied and fills the entire gap. Secondly, it helps to control the depth of the sealant, preventing it from being applied too thickly or thinly. Thirdly, it acts as a thermal barrier, helping to protect the sealant from excessive heat. The steel sleeve that is often installed around the conduit is not a fire-stop system in itself. While it may provide some structural support to the penetration, it does not offer any fire protection. The sleeve is simply a means of creating a larger opening in the wall, which can then be properly fire-stopped using a listed system. Proper installation of a fire-stop system is critical to its effectiveness. The following steps should be followed carefully. Firstly, thoroughly clean the annular space around the conduit to remove any dust, debris, or contaminants. This will ensure that the fire-stop sealant adheres properly to the surfaces. Secondly, apply a continuous bead of firestop sealant or mortar around the conduit, ensuring that it completely fills the gap between the conduit and the wall. Follow the manufacturer's instructions for the proper application technique and thickness. Thirdly, insert a firestop collar over the sealant, ensuring that it is properly positioned and secured. The collar should fit snugly around the conduit and be flush with the surface of the wall. Fourthly, pack back a rod into the annular space between the conduit and the sleeve, ensuring that it is tightly compressed and fills the entire gap. Fifthly, apply additional firestop sealant or mortar to fill any remaining voids and secure the collar in place. This will provide an extra layer of protection and ensure that the system is completely sealed. Sixthly, allow the firestop system to cure according to the manufacturer's instructions. This is essential to ensure that the sealant fully hardens and achieves its specified fire resistance rating. It's important to emphasize that the use of a listed firestop system is not just a matter of best practice, it's a code requirement. Building inspectors will typically check to ensure that all penetrations in fire-rated walls are properly fire-stopped in accordance with the applicable codes and standards. Failure to comply with these requirements can result in costly rework and potential safety hazards. In conclusion, when dealing with conduit penetrations in fire-rated walls, it's crucial to use a listed fire-stop system, not just caulking compound. These systems are specifically designed to maintain the fire resistance rating of the wall and prevent the spread of fire and smoke. By following the proper installation steps, you can ensure that your building is safe and code compliant. It is also worth mentioning that in some cases, depending on the specific requirements of the fire-rated wall and the type of conduit being used, additional measures may be necessary to ensure adequate fire protection. These may include the use of fire-rated conduits, which are specifically designed to resist melting or degradation at high temperatures, or the installation of additional fire-stop materials around the penetration. It's always best to consult with a qualified fire protection engineer or building code official to determine the specific requirements for your project. Firestopping is not a one-size-fits-all solution. The appropriate firestop system will depend on a variety of factors, including the size and type of conduit, the fire resistance rating of the wall, and the specific building codes and standards that are applicable in your jurisdiction. Therefore, it's essential to carefully evaluate the specific requirements of your project and select a firestop system that is specifically designed to meet those requirements. In addition to the technical aspects of firestopping, it's also important to consider the aesthetic aspects. Firestop systems should be installed in a way that is visually appealing and does not detract from the overall appearance of the building. Fortunately, there are a variety of firestop products available that are designed to be both functional and aesthetically pleasing. These products come in a range of colors and finishes, allowing you to select a system that blends seamlessly with the surrounding surfaces. In addition to firestopping conduit penetrations, it's also important to firestop other types of penetrations in fire-rated walls, such as those for pipes, cables, and ducts. The same principles apply to these types of penetrations. You must use a listed firestop system that is specifically designed for the type of penetration being firestopped, and you must follow the proper installation steps to ensure that the system is effective. Firestopping is an ongoing process. Over time, firestop systems may degrade or become damaged, reducing their effectiveness. Therefore, it's important to inspect firestop systems regularly and repair or replace them as needed. A qualified fire protection engineer or building maintenance professional can perform these inspections and ensure that your firestop systems are properly maintained. Firestopping is a critical component of a comprehensive fire protection strategy. By properly firestopping all penetrations in fire-rated walls, you can help to prevent the spread of fire and smoke, protect building occupants, and minimize property damage. It's essential to take firestopping seriously and to ensure that all firestop systems are properly installed and maintained. Remember that fire-rated walls are designed to compartmentalize a building, slowing the spread of fire. When these walls are penetrated for electrical, mechanical, or plumbing systems, the openings created can compromise the wall's fire resistance rating. This is where firestopping comes in, to reseal the wall and restore its ability to contain a fire. The selection of a firestop system also requires careful consideration of the materials used in the conduit and the wall itself. Compatibility is key to ensure a long-lasting and effective seal. For example, some firestop materials may not adhere properly to certain types of plastic conduits, or they may react negatively with the wall material. Consulting the manufacturer's data sheets and technical specifications is crucial to ensure compatibility. Beyond the specific components of a firestop system, it's important to understand the broader context of fire protection in the building. Fire alarms, sprinkler systems, and emergency exits all work together to create a safe environment for occupants. Firestopping plays a vital role in this system by slowing the spread of fire and giving people more time to evacuate. When firestopping a penetration, it's also important to consider the potential for movement or vibration of the conduit or the wall. Buildings are dynamic structures that can shift and settle over time. If the firestop system is not flexible enough to accommodate this movement, it can crack or break, compromising its effectiveness. Therefore, it's important to select a firestop system that is designed to withstand the expected movement of the building. Another factor to consider is the potential for future changes or modifications to the building. If there is a chance that the conduit may need to be removed or relocated in the future, it's important to select a firestop system that can be easily removed and reinstalled. Some firestop systems are designed to be permanent, while others are more flexible and can be easily modified. Proper documentation of firestop installations is essential for future maintenance and inspections. The documentation should include the location of the penetration, the type of firestop system used, the date of installation, and the name of the installer. This information will be invaluable for building owners and maintenance personnel who need to inspect or repair the firestop system in the future. In addition to the specific requirements for fire-stopping conduit penetrations, there are also general requirements for fire-stopping all types of penetrations in fire-rated walls. These requirements are typically outlined in the International Building Code and NFPA 101 Life Safety Code. These codes specify the types of materials that can be used for fire-stopping, the methods of installation, and the required fire resistance ratings. It's important to be familiar with these codes and to ensure that all fire-stop installations comply with them. Fire-stopping is not a task that should be taken lightly. It requires careful planning, proper selection of materials, and meticulous installation. By following the proper procedures and adhering to the applicable codes and standards, you can ensure that your building is properly protected from fire. Always refer to local building codes and the specific requirements of the fire-rated assembly when selecting and installing fire-stopping materials. The information provided here is for general guidance only and should not be considered a substitute for professional advice. Remember to consult with qualified professionals for specific applications. The goal of fire-stopping is to maintain the fire resistance rating of a wall or floor assembly. This rating, typically expressed in IRs, indicates how long the assembly can withstand exposure to fire. Fire-stopping materials and systems are tested and listed by independent testing laboratories to ensure they meet specific performance criteria. These listings provide information on the specific applications for which a fire-stop system is approved, including the type of penetrating item, the size of the opening, and the required fire resistance rating. Choosing the right fire-stop system is crucial for ensuring the safety of building occupants and protecting property. When selecting a system, consider the following factors. Firstly, the type of penetrating item. Is it a pipe, conduit, cable, or duct? Secondly, the size of the opening around the penetrating item. Thirdly, the fire resistance rating of the wall or floor assembly. And fourthly, the applicable building codes and standards. In addition to the technical aspects of fire stopping, there are also important considerations related to the long-term performance of the system. Fire-stop materials should be durable and resistant to environmental factors such as moisture, temperature changes, and ultraviolet radiation. They should also be compatible with the surrounding building materials to prevent corrosion or other forms of deterioration. Regular inspections and maintenance are essential for ensuring the continued effectiveness of fire-stop systems. Inspection should be conducted by qualified personnel who are familiar with firestopping requirements and can identify any signs of damage or deterioration. Maintenance may involve repairing or replacing damaged firestop materials, or resealing penetrations that have been disturbed by building modifications.